Hello, my sweet and wonderful following friends. How are you? We are back at Kitchen in the Mitten. Things are on an upswing. I'm rolling up my sleeves and we are going to get busy. We are going to make a very, very, very delicious and amazing soup today. It is an easy, if you will, shortcut take on an Italian wedding soup, a version. So don't chew me out because I'm not declaring it to be original, but I am declaring it to be delicious. So let's get started with what I have already. Here I have 1 medium onion and 2 stalks of celery and 2 medium carrots that I have chopped, not finely, just kind of roughly. Here I have that amazing garlic confit that I had made last week. And it has all these roasted cloves of garlic in it. And this, my friends, is gold. And this color that you see right here is deliciously flavored garlic olive oil. Wonderful, rich, well done olive oil. And I'm going to use this to saute our vegetables in. So we'll take a scoop and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, my friends, this is what it looks like, that beautiful golden oil. And on top of that, I have, on the spoon, I have at least 3 wonderful cloves of roasted garlic, sweet, delicious roasted garlic. So we're gonna bring that over here, and we are just going to turn on our heat to medium heat. We're gonna tap this garlic right off, and we are going to saute these amazing vegetables in this amazing olive oil with this amazing garlic. So let me do it. All right, we have our vegetables and our wonderful garlic and olive oil from our garlic confit, and we are going to go ahead and saute these vegetables for about 7 minutes. After they have sauteed for 7 minutes, we are going to add some frozen meatballs. We are going to add about 1.5 pounds of frozen meatballs to our sauteed vegetables, and we're going to saute these meatballs. They are going to take in that flavor, and they are going to make our version of Italian wedding soup extra special and super, super easy. All right, our vegetables are ready to add our meatballs, so we're going to add about 1.5 pounds of frozen meatballs to our soup. Looks right to me. We'll just break them up in the steam here. There we go. And we are going to put the lid on this and just let these saute in these vegetables until those also have done what they need to do. Okay. All right, my sweet friends, our meatballs and our vegetables are all in here doing beautifully. Here I have another gold I want to show you. This is my chicken broth, bone broth, if you will, roasted from this last summer that I did and froze, and it is amazing. So you use whatever chicken broth you have. This, I know what's in it. It's low sodium, but it's incredibly full of flavor. So we are going to add this, and if it's a little strong, I'm going to add water till I get to about 8 cups. Okay, so we're going to add this now to our meatballs and our vegetables. It's gold, I tell you, it's gold. Alright, just going to sit this over here for right now. And now I'm going to add, you know, if you've been with me any length of time, you know that I love, love, love Dano's seasoning, original. I use the others, but this is my favorite. So to this right now, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of Dano's original seasoning. And we are just now going to stir this gently. Oh, it smells amazing. I'm not joking. It is wonderful. I haven't even done anything to it yet. Now, from here, I'm simply going to get a testing spoon to taste this. All right, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. That's all I'm adding to this. My broth is perfectly seasoned. The Danos also has added rosemary and delicious flavors. Of course, our garlic confit that we use for our oil and our garlic, another amazing flavor. If you don't have that, just use a garlic infused olive oil or infuse your own, and lots of garlic. So we're going to let this simmer, and then we're going to add some tomatoes. All right, I'm going to update you on what I've done. I've added 1 more teaspoon of kosher salt to our soup. I added a total of 8 cups, full cups of stock, chicken stock or chicken broth. This was my homemade. And I added 1 more teaspoon of Danos Original to this. I have this to a boil. Here I have some just small macaronis. You can use any type that you like, digitala or any of those. I just broke these up. We are going to add a cup of this to our pasta, to our stock and our meatballs. We are just going to put the lid on now. Let this come to a simmer while it cooks our noodles, and then we'll be right back. All right, we're rounding our corner here for the finishing touches. Okay, our soup is simmering nicely, has our pasta in it. We're gonna add 2 cans, 15-ounce cans of roasted, fire roasted tomatoes and their juice. Don't drain them. And we want fire roasted for flavor. So we're just gonna stir this in. Our pasta is getting to al dente, which is what we want. We don't want mush. You can also serve this over your pasta if you don't want to cook any pasta in it. Later, when we reheat this soup, I usually have cooked pasta and serve it over it because it doesn't take up all my broth that way. I'm just going to let this simmer for a second, just like so. And we've got 1 more little super duper ingredient to add to it. I'm so glad to be back in the kitchen with you. I hope you'll share these videos. This is my heart, and that is love to me. So I do hope that you'll be so good to me as to share these videos. All right, we're going to add some cracked pepper, as much or as little as you like. Now, this is what we're going to do next. We are going to add fresh spinach. All I'm going to do with this is cover the top of my soup completely with about 1/4 of an inch on the top. You seal this up, keep it nice and fresh, and this soup is coming to a nice boil. This spinach is going to wilt down into our soup. Our pasta is cooked perfectly. Our meatballs are completely cooked through. Our vegetables have texture. Our broth has amazing, amazing flavor. That garlic oil, that garlic, oh, the Danos seasoning in here, if you've never tried it, it's a workhorse, okay? A workhorse in the kitchen. So we're just going to let this spinach wilt down. You can add as much or as little as you like. You can add kale. I prefer spinach over kale for this soup. It is not as strong, but it gives it depth. We're going to turn our heat off. We are going to put our lid on. We're going to let that steep for 5 minutes, and then we're going to serve it. All right, my precious, precious following friends. Here it is. We have our quick version of Italian vegetable soup. If you can't, Italian wedding soup. But if you can't see how decadent and rich and beautiful this looks, the pasta, everything is done so beautifully. Look at that. So perfectly. So beautifully flavored. It was so quick. Now, fresh grated Parmigiano Reggiano is going over the top. Just like that. And there, my friends, is our Sunday dinner. I hope from Darlin Hubs and I to you share these videos because we share our hearts with you, our homes with you, and most definitely our kitchens. And I look forward to 2026 with you so very much. Godspeed. I love you. God loves you more.